Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. I'm going to be chatting through my 2024 Make 9 and sewing plans for the year ahead. So much for joining me today, or hi if you're new here, I'm Gina and over on this channel I chat all things sewing and designing. In today's video we are going to be going through my Make 9. If you haven't heard of a Make 9, it is a sewing challenge on social media where at the beginning of the year sewists will pick out 9 patterns, fabrics, projects, whatever it is they want to do and try to create all of those during the year. So I'm going to be doing it slightly differently this year because last year my Make 9 was very unsuccessful. I change my mind a lot and I tend to sew based on what's inspiring me at the time. So planning that far ahead is not actually particularly realistic for me because most of the time I will change my mind, I'll see a new pattern that's come out and I'll want to create something completely different with the fabric or do something completely different with the pattern. So this year I'm trying to be a little bit more realistic with my plans, and my main goals are to finish unfinished projects because I've got quite a few from last year, so I'll talk through those, and sew things that I have in my stash already that I've been dying to sew because I tend to save my best fabrics and I don't know what for. I don't know what I'm saving them for. So this is going to be the year where I'm going to sew all my favourite fabrics and they're going to stop sitting on my shelf because it's such a waste. So before I get into my Make 9, I have a very big and exciting project that I'm going to be working on this year that I've been dying to share with you. In August of 2023, on my birthday, I became a fiance and I got engaged to my partner of 10 years. We've been waiting a long time for this. We've kind of done everything backwards. We had babies really young and we've been waiting for the time where we've been in a position to get married. And my partner is very much someone who believes that when you get engaged to get married. So he wanted to get engaged and get married within the year. So we are getting married in October 2024. So 10 months away, and I have decided that I am going to sew my own wedding dress. Yes, I'm completely bonkers. People have tried to talk me out of it already. I went and tried on some wedding dresses last year with my sisters and my mum. We went a couple of times, and the first time we fell in love with the dress and we went to lunch afterwards. We sat down and everyone said, right, we're buying that dress, that's the one. And my reaction was, no, it's not the one. And they all gasped and had a go at me basically because they think I'm nuts, and I probably am, but I really want to make my own wedding dress. I loved the dresses that I tried on. We went a couple of times, and the second time the same thing happened. I took my sisters and my friend, my mum, and at the end they all wanted to buy this dress and I said, no, I want to make it, because as someone who sews pretty much all of their own wardrobe, I cannot, on the biggest day of my life, wear a dress that I have not made. It would just feel so wrong to me. And I know that it's a huge challenge. I know that it's crazy, but I am really excited and I'm ready, I think. Am I? I don't know. Oh, come back to me in a couple of months. I might have changed my mind by then. I might have bought one. But yeah, so I am going to be sewing my own wedding dress. So stick here because all of that content will be coming. I will be bringing you along for the full journey, start to finish. Obviously, there's going to be quite a lot that I can't share until after the wedding, but I will have lots of bridal themed sewing content to share with you beforehand. I've obviously got a hen do. We are also getting married in Italy, so it's actually a wedding week. Obviously the wedding's not going on for a week, but we're going to be away for a week for the wedding, and we are also having a big do in the UK when we get back. So spoiler alert, I'm actually going to be making 2 dresses. So if you thought one was bonkers, how about 2? That really is terrifying. However, I have promised myself if the first dress takes longer, which it probably will, than I expect, then I probably will buy my second dress. But anyway, so yeah, 2 wedding dresses, 3 bridesmaids dresses, a flower girl dress for my daughter, and hopefully some little bow ties for my boys as well, bridal looks for the week in Italy, hen do looks, whatever else. I'm gonna be doing a lot of sewing this year, that's for sure. If you have any questions about any of that, or if you want me to do a whole video talking about that, then let me know and we can chat all things wedding dress sewing. But anyway, I have rambled for long enough about all things wedding dress. Let's get into my Make 9 before you get totally bored of me. So this year I'm going to be focusing on sewing the special fabrics, the fabrics that have been in my stash, that I treated myself to, that have sat in my stash, some of these for a year plus. And it is such a waste. I tend to save my special fabrics. I'm too scared to cut into them, whatever it is. And this year I want to embrace my special fabrics. I don't want to save anything for best in all aspects of life. So all of the fabrics that are here, you've probably seen before and you'll be wondering, why are they still in your stash? And it is because I'm just such a wimp when it comes to sewing my special fabrics. So we're gonna sew these in 2024. They are not gonna sit on my shelf anymore. Let's go. I'm going to start with the fabric that has been in my stash for the longest time. I think I've had this for 2.5 years now, 2 years, far too long. It is this gorgeous satin fabric from Fabric Godmother in this beautiful pale green with these incredible watercolor roses on it. It's such a gorgeous print, and this fabric, so this is the viscose satin from Fabric Godmother, and they've got a full range of this. I've also got this in another print, and the quality of this is so gorgeous. And I'm gonna make a slip dress with this year. I wanna add in some lace, make it really lacy and really beautiful. But I've only got 1.5 meters here, so I think a slip dress is the way forward. Also, I think with a slip dress, I can then pop a t-shirt or a jumper over the top and I can get a lot more wear out of it. But I'm going to make a really beautiful dress with this for Valentine's Day. Also, can I just quickly address the elephant in the room? I'm so sorry about this creaky chair. It's doing my head in. It's all I can hear. So if you can hear that, I do apologize. My chair needs an oil. Anyway, back to the fabric. But I cannot wait to sew this. In fact, I might sew this for Valentine's Day. Another floral, and you would have seen this one if you watched my Stitch Festival vlog last year. This is the most incredible ex-designer cotton fabric. It's a lightweight cotton. It is beautiful. I am so obsessed with this fabric. It's beautiful. If they had this on a white background, imagine this for bridesmaids dresses, it would just be incredible. So if you see that, let me know. It's gorgeous. So it's this beautiful vintage pink rose print. It's a digital print on a black background. It is fabulous. You'll probably recognize which designer this comes from. Dolce, hint hint. It's amazing. It's so nice. The quality is incredible. It's a very lightweight cotton, so it will be perfect for the summer, perfect for Italy as well. We're going out in the spring, so I'd like to make something out of this for when we go out to visit and go and have our wedding meetings. And I think I've chosen the pattern. Let me know what you think. This is Simplicity S9779 by Madeline. It is this corset dress with this really beautiful tiered skirt. This is the view that I would go for if I made this, because I've got nearly 3 meters of this. And it's kind of got this high-low hem at the front, which is really beautiful. But the bodice is completely boned, it's corseted, it's really beautiful. It fastens at the front as well. It's stunning. I really love this dress, and I feel like these two would be a really good match. You guys went wild for this fabric when I showed this in my autumn patterns video. This is the most incredible pink wool tweed fabric that I got from Lullabees Fabrics last year. It's really incredible. And if you watched that video, you will have seen that I found the perfect pattern match with M8370, this gorgeous little Chanel style cropped jacket. It's just perfect. They will look incredible together. I'm gonna find some gold trim as well, some beautiful gold buttons, make it super chic, super fancy. But this fabric, can you see that it's really falling apart? So I'm gonna have to be very careful with this. If you have any tips on sewing this kind of fabric, please let me know. Also let me know how I should wash this as well. I have got a wool setting on my machine, but this fabric is so fabulous. I love it. It's got some gold running through it, all these beautiful colors. I'm obsessed. And actually it was a really good price for the quality. but I'm just a bit terrified to sew with it because I'm not sure how to work with it. It's just super luxe, isn't it? It just gives full Chanel vibes. So next up, something super summery and bright and fun, and it's probably not going to be to everyone's taste, but look at this linen. I am totally obsessed with this. I picked it up at a sewing show in Exeter last year from Stitch Fabrics, and it is just incredible. It's quite a loose weave linen. It's got a good crunch to it as well, but it's lightweight. It will just be so perfect for summer heat wave, summer holidays. And this print and color gave me real designer vibes like Johanna Ortiz, Zimmerman, anyone like that. It just is super unique and super luxurious. I love it. But yeah, I know this color and this print won't be for everyone. So I've got a lot of fabric here. I've got, I think, 3.5 meters. So I'm thinking of doing something super tiered, maybe with a little knot detail on the bodice or something. I might add in some extra trim as well to make it a bit more detailed. But let me know what pattern you think I should go for with this. I've got a couple of options in mind, but obviously this is super summery, so I'm not going to be sewing it until later on in the year, but I definitely want to get something made up with it because I just know I'm going to feel super special wearing a dress made out of this fabric. Those are all the fabrics that I want to get sewn this year. Now onto some unfinished projects from last year. Without going into too much depth about this, I got myself into a little bit of a sewing rut, probably in the middle of the year, I think it was, and I ended up with a lot of projects that were unfinished. I wasn't really sure where I was going in terms of what I wanted to actually sew and what I wanted in my wardrobe. I just felt like I didn't have a style. I didn't know what to wear every day. It was a bit of a weird phase, and a lot of it was related to body image issues. And with that, I fell out of love with sewing a little bit. I would start projects and then just get filled with this self-doubt. Things wouldn't look how I thought they were gonna look on me, and they would just end up going into the naughty drawer, never to be seen again. But anyway, that was very deep. Sorry to digress in that way, but here are the things that I didn't finish that I want to finish. I'm just as confused as you as to why I did not finish this first one, because check this fabric out. This is a cotton lawn fabric that I got from my mum for my birthday from, I think she got it from Roy's Material World at one of the sewing shows. They're a shop based up in Leicester, but this is an ex-designer cotton lawn, and it gave me full Zimmerman vibes when I saw it. It's just absolutely unbelievable. The colors, the print, it is so fabulous. So I wanted to recreate a Zimmerman dress with this. So the pattern that I chose to use was this one. This is the M7974. I've seen so many gorgeous versions of this pattern. It's been around for quite a while. So I got everything cut out and prepped, ready to go, was really excited about this project, and then I don't know what happened. It just ended up in a drawer, not to be seen for months. And it was only a few weeks ago that I found this, and I just could not get my head around why it never got sewn and put together. So this year I'm definitely finishing this dress because I think this is going to be so stunning. And it's pink, which is my favorite color ever. So this is a more recent project that I started on, and I started it at the end of November and got completely distracted by all things Christmas sewing, so it went back into the drawer waiting for another day. But this is the most fabulous abstract satin fabric, again from Stitch Fabrics, which I absolutely love. It's in this gorgeous rich green khaki with this beautiful gold dragonfly print on it. It's really incredible, lovely quality. So as you can see, I did start on this but didn't get very far. So the pattern that I chose was this one here. This is the S9756 by Simplicity. I started making View A, the shirt, but as a shirt dress. I just lengthened this. Super oversized, super laid back. So I am actually getting back into this project next week because I want to get this worn during the winter. I love this. But yeah, another unfinished make, but I am excusing myself on this one because of time restrictions. The next project, however, I cannot excuse myself on this one. You may have seen part one of the sew along for this coat last year. This is S8797 by Simplicity, and I started sewing this coat February last year, and it's still in pieces in my cupboard. It's just completely inexcusable. Basically, I started sewing the coat and I really didn't like the lining. I really didn't like it. It didn't work with the coat at all. I felt if I was going to put the effort in to make a coat, I didn't want the lining to not match and not be very nice. So I went on the hunt for a lining and really struggled to find something that I thought would work well with that wool because of the shade of it. But finally, Pound Fabrics came through and I found this really lovely blue floral satin. It's very lightweight and perfect for lining, and it matches really well with the blue wool, which I can't find. I think it's up in the loft, hidden away in disgrace. I am actually dedicating a day next week to get that finished, get that filmed. So yeah, I know I've said this before, but I mean it this year. Part 2 of that vlog is coming because I finally have found the lining. Okay, I'll blast through these last 2 because I know I've been talking forever. So this dress here is actually finished and it is cute, but it's not me. I finished it in the autumn with the intention of it being an autumn dress. So I added some sleeves to the Simplicity S9326 pattern because I made it in the summer and loved it. And yeah, it just, with this fabric, it just didn't really work for me. I really struggled to style it and just found that it felt a little bit too summery to be an autumn dress. So I have decided that I am going to take the sleeves off because when I was making this dress, I loved it before I put the sleeves on, and then I put the sleeves on and that kind of ruined it. So I'm going to take them off and finish the armholes probably with some bias binding now. But I was really pleased with this dress. The fit is amazing. Look at that sheared back as well, really gorgeous. But yeah, it just didn't work in my wardrobe. So I'm going to alter it, get it finished, and it'll be perfect in the spring. I'm excited to get that worn. It gives me full Reformation vibes. It's really cute. This is going to look very odd because I've taken the bust cups out of this dress, but I started making this pattern here, M8359 by Brandy Joan, back in the summer, and I love milkmaid dresses and I was very excited about this, but my only reservation was when I saw the pattern on her is the bust cups were very small. And it fit her body perfectly, but I just knew it wasn't going to fit my body perfectly if the bust cups weren't any bigger. And they weren't. They are small. They are definitely drafted for a smaller chest. So I needed to do a full bust adjustment on this, and I desperately tried and I could not get them right. So I need to go back in and alter it. I think the issue was I added more length to the bust cups and a little bit more width, but I needed to take the, I hope this makes sense, where the bust cups attach to the bodice, I needed to take that curve down a lot more to allow for that extra fabric in the cup, because I ended up having the biggest, baggiest cups and they looked awful. So this is the fabric that I use, which is a really cute viscose crepe from Rainbow Fabrics. Really sweet. I love the quality of it. Sorry it's so creased because it's been in a drawer. But yeah, I loved the vision of the dress, but it just didn't fit. So I need to go back and do that full bust adjustment and get that sorted so I can wear this dress in the summer. So that's everything that I'm planning on sewing this year. Thank you so much for sticking with me through this video. I know that it was a long one. Let me know your sewing plans for 2024. I would love to know what you're going to be making this year. Stay tuned for the wedding dress sewing content. There's a lot to come. And also let me know what you'd like to see on this channel this year. I've actually got a lot more time this year to dedicate to YouTube, so I'm going to be doing a lot more vlogs, sew-alongs, chatty pattern videos, whatever it is you would like to see, let me know and I will concentrate on getting those kind of videos filmed. But thank you so much for subscribing over the last couple of years, or joining if you're new here. But anyway, I will leave it at that because I've kept you long enough, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.